Hi there, Andre here from Peak Motorcycles. I'm here at the Carole Nash MCN London Motorcycle Show, and I'm here at the Ducati stand. I had previously done a bit of a look around the Ducati range for 22 at Motorcycle Live, but they didn't have a Desert X or a Panigale V4S. Both of the bikes are here at the London show, so I'm just going to go and have a quick look at those. It's my first look at the Desert X, so I'll give you some close-ups and tell you what I think. So this is it. This is the Ducati Desert X. This is the bike that first appeared as a concept at EICMA in 2019, but then it was based around the Scrambler 800, so a bit like a pimped up desert sled. They then went quiet for a couple of years, and well, it's been an interesting few years everywhere in the world. And this is the final version. So instead of being based around the Scrambler, it's now based around the 937 Twin, but in the smaller multi-strada. It hasn't retained that many things from the original concept. Those headlamps at the front are still pretty distinctive, and if you've seen any of the marketing material, those will probably look familiar. Other things on the bike is the paint job is sort of the same. What they've lost is the extra fuel tanks, which probably makes sense. But it does have this extra fuel tank at the back, just in here. Let's give you a quick look over the rest of the bike. I mean, it all looks pretty well made. It's got a double-sided swing arm. It's just got at the back a Brembo caliper there. I guess that's the stock exhaust, but I'm sure others would be available. The pedals all look quite enduro and off-roady, especially that brake pedal. And yeah, it's a steel frame underneath it. So yeah, I think that's a really interesting bike. It's certainly been built to be more off-road capable. Just looking at this, it does have a big pre-production model sticker on the front. I guess that means that whatever's on here, they can still change in the final versions that go out to customers. So yeah, I think it's a nice looking bike. It certainly looks rugged enough. The only slight concern I had with it when I saw the specs was the weight. I think it's well over 200 kilos, and this is for the bike as it comes, probably very similar to this bike. What it doesn't have on here are things like crash bars, which you might want to put on, and I'm not sure just how much protection this bottom bash plate down here gives to the fairing up there. That does look quite vulnerable. I know you can get these extra things as options, but those all add to the weight as well. And I think that what it might end up being is another sort of fairly heavy middleweight bike. Nevertheless, it's interesting to see Ducati doing something like this. I always felt the multi-strada was a bit more road orientated, and this certainly has the sort of aggressive looks of a rally bike. The other bike we have here that wasn't at the Motorcycle Live show is this, and this is the Ducati Panigale V4S. So this is their 1100cc sort of super bike. As you can see, it's got all sorts of fun stuff on here, like the aero wings on the front. I'm sure they'll be a little bit divisive, but it certainly looks mean. I don't know how much benefit you actually get at road speeds out of those, but if you're going to take one of these and take it around a track, you can pretend you're just like a MotoGP rider. It's certainly a striking bike, especially those cuts down the side. I think if there's a third one, it would look almost a bit like a BMW S1000RR, but that's no bad thing. And yeah, just to see everything that's on this bike, I mean, it's yeah, proper nutter. No pillion pegs, obviously. It does have heated grips though, so it has some comforts there.
Oh no, it's going to cost me a fortune, isn't it?
Even little touches like those vents through the rear seat looks kind of cool. But yeah, the whole bike just looks utterly mean. I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun. Not sure it's my sort of thing, but if you're going to get a bike like this, that does look pretty amazing. So that's it. That's my very quick look at the Ducati Desert X and the Panigale V4S here at the Ducati stand at the London Motorcycle Show. Hope it's been interesting. If it has, please check out my other content from the show, and I'll see you around. Thanks for watching. Hi there, Andre here from Peak Motorcycles. I'm here at Motorcycle Live in London. No, I'm not.